Welcome back, guys. What a day. I knew I was going to receive some criticism after my last video of the reaction to NCT. But wow, it was quite a day. One thing I realized is I thought this kind of criticism towards me for my reactions, that I would be bothered by it, but surprisingly I'm not. I'm not bothered by it, and it was quite amusing actually. Throughout the day, the comments I received, a lot of comments from their fans, understandably. But I just want to, I guess, explain some things before I jump into the reaction. For those who don't know me, my mission with this channel is to see if the groups are ready for the US or Western market, music market, which is a very different market than the East Asian music market. And I am from Korea. I'm a Korean American, and I love Korean music very dearly. And I am excited by the recent expansion by BTS and Blackpink and all the other groups or solo acts that are coming to the US. So I really appreciate, and I'm very proud of the attention that K-pop is getting. And from that aspect, I try to analyze to see if they are ready and what I think about their prospects for this market. I try to be as unbiased as possible. I do know some things about each individual company, so I don't think I'm 100% unbiased, but I tend to think I am reasonable when I do analyze each particular performance or video. What else did I want to say? I wanted to say I try not to delve into too deeply into one group, and I just want to stay on their main releases. For example, I just want to, even with BTS, I'm just reacting to their American releases or performances, and I don't want to go into individual like mixtapes or B-side or cipher or things like that. But because I just want to come at it from just a typical American's point of view, because those people are not going to go too deep and research each group and see where they're coming from, who they are. They're just going to turn on TV, The Late Show or Good Morning America, and just see it. And I want to see their performances on those shows, and what generally, like what the general public, the GP, you guys say, would feel about that. And that's more what I'm interested in. So I admit I didn't know anything about NCT when I first turned it on, but I was very excited. I was uploading another video, and I saw that they performed on Good Morning America, which is a big stage. So I got really excited. So I immediately reacted to that. It was not planned at all. So I didn't even watch their music videos ahead of time, which I usually do. So I apologize for that. But even if I did, my opinion wouldn't change, and it's not going to change right now. That performance was terrible, and a lot of you are commenting, you know nothing about them. How can you judge them? I know nothing about them. That's the whole point. I know nothing about them going in, and then I need to judge them, because that's exactly what's happening on those stages. They're on a new stage, a huge stage that has a broad audience reach, and unfortunately they're only going to get a minute or two before the crowd, the audience, decides if they like them or not. And that's where I'm coming from. I don't need to know the whole discography. I don't even listen to the BTS whole releases. That's not what I want. I want to see and hear what the average American is able to hear. And so me not knowing their prior songs or knowing anything about them wouldn't affect my opinion on them. It's just it was just terribly planned. I mean, it's terribly managed. And people are saying, well, it's the company's fault or it's not the group's fault. It really doesn't matter whose fault it is, because at the end, you only get one chance like this to really prove and to garner interest. And if you fail, more likely than not, you're not going to have another chance. I mean, show business is the most cutthroat business out there. You only get one chance to prove yourself. People are going to make a snap decision, and unfortunately, you fans are not going to be able to run to each person who judges and say, well, you didn't listen to this or you didn't see that, you don't know who they are, or I mean, no, you don't get that chance. And that's where I'm coming from when I judge these performances. And it was very poorly managed. If I run through it again, even from the beginning, whether they're standing and the lady's talking, they're standing very awkwardly. I mean, 5 minutes with the managers and rehearsing that, how they're going to stand, what mannerisms they're going to do. You can say hi, or some guy waving, some guy dancing, goofing off. I mean, they were standing very awkwardly. And some people were saying, well, they were nervous, it's their first time. No, this is their job. They eat and sleep for this. So they should have been ready. And it's not their first performance on TV, a live performance. They've done hundreds, thousands probably back in Korea. So no, there is no excuse for not being prepared. And the US or the larger markets, there's no room for you to grow or mature during this time. You have to be ready and come over. It's not like, okay, we'll go to the US and we'll figure it out later on as we grow. No, you don't get that chance. This market is too unforgiving. And you should be so grateful that you even had the chance to get here. Maximize that opportunity. There is no excuse for anything that went on that stage. First of all, there's no reason to do a mashup. Why are you doing a mashup on national TV? They don't even know the songs that you're mashing up to. So why do that? You're just confusing first-time listeners. No issue. All you had to do, okay, if you wanted to showcase dancing through the first song, showcase the dancing with whatever song you're going to perform. But the song selection, that's not the group's fault, but it is the company's fault. When I react to this, I'm speaking to them as one totality, one group. The group and the company are one to me. Whatever decisions they make, it's up to them, and it's on them as a whole. Now the first song was, you know what my opinion on was. The second song selection, when I say that is the same song, I'm not saying it's similar to their songs. This is a song has been released before, a very similar song by Shiny, and a lot of people have pointed that out. It's the same song, regurgitated, recycled, just with new members with different outfits on, with different dancing. And it's a shame, because first of all, that song was released more than 10 years ago. And it's not suitable for the Western market. No matter how I say this, a lot of you like that sound, and you guys are the outliers. All right, you guys are not part of the mainstream. All right, I'm looking at this as a mainstream guy or somebody, maybe a DJ on the radio. They would say, what is this song, and how and why is this in the US market at this current time? No, it wasn't suitable. It was terrible song selection. And there was no excuse. Everything. The dancing was uninspired. The overall performance, there was no energy. I don't see how people would see this performance and say, wow, that is one group I really want to follow. They're very impressive. None of that. There was none of that. Zero. And unfortunately, this was a good opportunity to create that interest and use that for a larger platform. And for me, I have an emotional interest in this. I want to see Korean acts succeed. It would be amazing if Big Hit, S, and YG, JYP, they all had one act in the US that was popular. How amazing would that be? But for them to send out a group that wasn't ready, that was a terrible move. Just because other groups or Korean groups are arriving to the US, no, you send them when they're ready and they're suitable, because you are wasting chances, and you are honestly, you are embarrassing K-pop, because K-pop is more than what they showed. And my biggest gripe of this whole performance was the song selection. The song that's a copy of Shiny's Sherlock song. If you don't know what it is, go listen to it and tell me otherwise, because here I am. I'm trying to see how well Korean songs conform to US pop standards, and then you bring this song that sounds like it's 15 years old out of nowhere with no reasoning. Of course I'm going to get angry and disappointed, and I'm sorry if it offends you, but it's my legitimate opinion, and I'm not here to bash anybody. I don't gain anything by hating somebody. I really don't. And it's not in my personality to hide. I mean, there's a lot of other reactors that are going to gush and say, "Oh my God, this is amazing," but I can't do that, and I won't do that. I'd rather close my channel than filter what I have to say. Having said that, I am going to make a special exemption, and I'm going to react to one more of their performances. It's not a song that's been released in the US or performed in the US, but a lot of people have said the Seventh Sense. That's a good song. So I am willing to give them one more try to see what they are really about. But again, what you just showed on Good Morning America is what they're about. That's reality. That's how people in the US and the Western markets view you. They don't have the chance or the commitment to go listen to other songs. Seventh Sense, they're not gonna say, it was not bad. Let me go Google Seventh Sense and see what that sounds like. People are not that forgiving or interested. It just passes by. It's just another mediocre performance that they will forget. But having seen the outrage on my channel, I am willing to give it one more chance, give them one more chance. I honestly, I have nothing against those guys. I'm very against how they develop their talent. It's a travesty, actually, and I'm sure those fellas are not in total agreement with their company in terms of creativity or the direction that they are going in, and it's a very common theme in K-pop. Especially at that company, artists have very, very little say in what they're actually able to do, especially when they're on their first contract with the company, and it's disappointing that it's still the case. Also, I wanted to say those comments on my channel, they were actually pretty amusing, and I was laughing all day, actually, throughout the day, and people were asking me, why am I laughing? Because some of you got really creative, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate differing views. I can appreciate attacking comments. It's pretty damn amusing, especially when you're working and you just read those. I did say, if this is my last video, if this is the kind of music that I'm going to have to listen to on a regular basis, I was going to have to change the objective of my YouTube channel. That didn't mean I'm going to close it down. It meant I might have to tinker my objective or my mission. But I still haven't decided that. Let me think about it. But no, I'm not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. Again, comments are all welcome. And for the most part, people have been understanding, except for the hardcore fans that disagreed with me. But for you guys, I will do this. And I give you no guarantee that I'm going to like it. I'm not going to say, wow, this is amazing, just to quiet people down. Because you guys are doubling down. If I don't like it and it's utter trash, I'm going to call you out again, and you will probably hate me. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not looking for subscribers or views. I'm just looking. I'm doing this out of my. And I'm certainly not doing this for money. But I mean, this could be good or this could be bad, and I'm not going to guarantee any result, any outcome, and I'm not going to filter it just to quiet down the outrage, because you said, I mean, I haven't listened to other songs. Okay, let me give you one more chance. We'll see. All right. So here we go. It is NCT U, The Seventh Sense.
Very good. We'll take it slow. Baby, baby, we'll take it slow. 같은 꿈 마치 날 부르는 익숙한 노래 마침내 연결돼 감싸주지 나를 해를 섬에 반복되는 매일도 괜찮다고 깊은 어둠 위를 걸어 저 너머에 숨겨진 진짜를 봐.
Oh yeah.
조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes. 버려지지 않은 미움과 나를 괴롭히는 꿈. 저 시계는 나를 비웃듯 한치 오차 없이 가. 엉망진창 나도 날 모르겠어. 어둡게 색칠된 미래 홍적돼 더 새까맣게 이 밤에 더 지루해. 차가운 세상 눈을 감고 침대에 누워도 귀를 막고 어제가 오늘의 여지 늘 늦은 자책만 가득한 채 We'll take it slow. Baby, baby, we'll take it slow.
It's very simple. And I like the beat bass line. It's very slow actually, the BPM.
여전히 어딘가로 이름 모를 지역에 난 이름 모를 홀로 몇 밤을 자도 펴지 않는 어딘가에서도 결국 대부분 내 시간을 보내는 explorer.
Nice.
That's a long ass ride. 정신없이 휘둘리다 결국 눈을 감지 꿈과 지금 사이를 떠나고 의심하고 나도 확인하게 있어 바로 지금 너와 같이. Open your eyes. 조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 조용히 open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. 이제는 open your eyes. 날에 앉혀 불빛이 속에 깊이 가려져 왔던 story 눈을 뜨네요. 이 노래를 통해 읽혀지는 너의 꿈. 긴 잠에서 깨어난 내 7번째의 감각. 내 곁에 다가와 펼쳐진 밤 조금씩 가까워지는 다른 꿈 이해가 돼 모두가 내 것처럼 다 Open your eyes. 진짜를 봐. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
Get out of here, man. Seriously. This was good. This was good. I'm not going to lie. Now, what to make of this? Because I expected that I was gonna hate this. I probably 80% chance that I was gonna have the same conclusion as the first reaction, but this is actually very good, very good. It's very it's a very slow beat with a very deep bass line, very simple instrumental, which I can very appreciate. It's very current to the type of songs that are out in the US. When I say US, it's not just the US, it's the whole international market. For example, the iTunes top 50 or something like that. But it's very current with today's style. I'm very impressed by the rapping, actually. The rapping and the instrumentals really stood out for me. I didn't expect them to rap this well, considering what I saw in the previous video. Vocals are okay, but again, I mean, people who know me know what I'm thinking. I just won't say it because I like diversity. I like diversity. I like R&B, but I mean, it is that trademark SM style. There was one part in the middle of this that just screamed I am from SM. I mean, the vocals were pretty good, pretty good. Dancing was okay. I liked the overall vibe of the music video. It was very chill, and I like that red background very much. It added to the tone and the mood of the song, and I mean, nothing was over the top, and it was just straight fire. I can see why they wouldn't play this song in the US on such a big stage, because it doesn't have the dynamic sound that would captivate an audience. And I think this is just a subunit of that group, because I heard somewhere where it's like these guys are like 21 people or something, and here's 5. I think the other video had maybe 9. But as I was watching this, I was thinking, wow, it's good to have such a small number performing, whereas in the other video you get lost with 9 people. You have no idea who's who except for the one guy in the middle who's singing, whereas here people do actually stand out and have a role, and I can appreciate the small numbers. And that's so funny. Like, I mean, everyone has a large number of people in the groups now, and when we can appreciate a group having a small number of people, it's kind of counter to the philosophy of K-pop today, having a large number of members. Other than that, I have no problems with this. I would say, if I had to give this a grade, I would probably give it a 93. Would I put it on my playlist? Maybe, probably, yeah. It's right on that fence where I would actually think about putting it on my playlist or not. But very good. I mean, I don't know how they could show this to the U.S. market at any performance, live performance, because you certainly can't do this on Good Morning America, where things have to be a little bit jumpy and a little bit fluffy. But I mean, I wish they could show who they are in this. I don't know even if this is their true color of their group, because it might be like the hip hop subunit of their whole universe. But it's certainly worthy of being replayed. I wonder if you guys dislike some subunits and have preference for some subunits within this crew. I would imagine they have like many, and you just don't like one subunit, but where you like this, and then you have these weird little fandom clashes against each other, like how NCT fans and BTS fans have. Do you have that internal fighting as well? That would be very interesting to find out. I don't know why. I'm sorry for this video being so long. I tend to make my videos way too long, and I have to cut myself. But I have so much to say, and I don't even know why. It's just one basic video. It's so weird because a guy created this. The song, the video, the concept, everything. But I wish this guy was the guy in charge of that performance on GMA. Because this guy has some sensibility in what is good and what is not. And I wish, like, oh my gosh, I wish this could transfer. I mean, I wish we could replace this with what happened at Good Morning America. Unfortunately not. It's a shame. There are some other things I wanted to say, but I'm just not going to say it. I think I'm satisfied with my reaction. I like this. I hope some people who just think I am just biased or have some agenda realize that that's not what I'm about, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to anger people and just have people hate me. It's definitely not what I want to do. I just want to share my opinion with the greater public. Anyways, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to do anything. But just keep in mind that I'm just trying to be honest as possible. All right, guys. Bye.